How to know you have a friend or an enemy within. They call them frenemy. A lot of you have so many enemies and call them friends because you don't know what to look out for. You don't know how to identify them. I will teach you. Number one, how to know that somebody is your enemy and not your friend is when they cannot respect your privacy. That person that is always asking you about your private life, that thing you don't want to talk about, that thing they know that is private to you. How your boyfriend now? How your husband? I ain't take knock you last night. And what you not chop? How much he give you? What did he buy for you? Your private life. When they try to poke nose into it, your private life is what you're supposed to tell your friends willingly. They're not supposed to ask you. When they start to ask you, they are enemies within. When people want to know things about your privacy, they want to keep it so that they can archive it for you for any time you're having a misunderstanding. Let me tell you something. For those of you who are saying blessing is not often true, it's because some of my friends care. Let me tell you something. Your friends do not need your private life for anything. The only time they can give you help is when you ask for it. Even me as a relationship therapist, I cannot help you until you tell me, and I cannot force you to tell me. In a relationship and marriage, there are private moments. It's not everything you tell people. If you don't have secrets in your relationship and you're married, then you're not married. There must be something that holds the both of you close, and that's secrecy. That's the reason why it looks as if when marriage scatter, everybody begin talk waiting they don't do for inside house. What makes marriage and relationships scattered are the things that we share, the things we don't want to tell anybody. So if you have that friend that always wants you to share the things that you do in private, they're not your friend, they're your enemies, because they don't need that information for anything. There's some information that people don't need, and things that happen in your privacy are information people don't need. Yes. So pay attention to that friend that is always poke-nosing into affairs that is not their business. And waiting they happen. Your wife, uncle, waiting your wife where? They are not friends, they are frenemies. All those information they are gathering are information that they want to use to persecute you when there is a misunderstanding. They will keep that information so that they can insult you immediately there's a small fight. That's why they need all those private information, because what hurts you the most when people have misunderstanding with you is when they throw the things that you told them privately publicly. That's what breaks your heart with friendship. When friendships scatter, we'll go begin talk waiting with gist. So learn to keep your private moment to yourself. If you must tell your friends things about your privacy, let it be something you want to say willingly, not that they are asking you and waiting they happen, waiting your husband they do you, how much your husband give you, waiting. That is not their business. There's a difference between conversation and gossip. So if you have that friend that is always blah, 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 those ones are not friends, they are frenemies. Number two, that friend that cannot correct you. Anybody that cannot correct you will gossip with you. What is the best of gossip? It's lack of correction. When you cannot look somebody in the face and tell them the truth, you say it at their back. Talking behind you is gossip. The things that they do not have the guts to say in front of you. Oftentimes, gossip is true. The reason why gossip can be so annoying, and sometimes it could be more annoying when it's coming from people you love, is like you'll be asking yourself, why did you not tell me? We left the same house together. We stayed together. We are friends. We gisted. So any friend that cannot correct you, that cannot tell you, baby, this one way you do no good, this one way you do no good, does not like you. They are gossips. And that's why you see that most of your friends gossip about you. It's because they cannot correct you. So those things that they want to say in front of you, they go say behind you. But if you have a friend that can correct you, there will be no need to gossip, because everything they want to say behind you, they've already said it in front of you. Even you say, be open to correction. If you are not a friend that don't like people to correct you, be open to correction. The real meaning of friendship are people who can see your flaws and tell you, baby girl, you fuck up for this side. Baby boy, you fuck up for this side. If you don't have people who can correct you, then you're a bad person. You should have people who can look up to you, your wife, your friends, your mother. There should be people that can talk to you. If you are the kind of person that does not listen to anybody, then you go wound, you go enter wahala. Somebody should be bold enough to look at you. It's love. It takes someone that loves you to actually see your flaws and correct you. Trust me, if you don't love people, you know, go send them. What even enables you correct somebody's love? You don't want to see the person. You cannot, just like your child. You feel they watch another person picking, they do anything, you know, go talk. But when you reach your own picking, you go shout. That is love. So do not ever see correction as a bad thing if you are friends with somebody. In fact, you should value people who have the audacity to correct you, to tell you that, no, this one way you do, no good. So always value friends that can correct you. Number three, friends that don't share their pain, their secrets, and their love life, they are enemies. They are like tape recorders. They will sit down and be listening to you and be laughing. You go to talk. Pra, 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 pra. What makes us friends is the ability to share. It's not the ability for me to talk. We are sharing. We are not the one talking. Because if I'm talking, you are just recording, waiting for one time we quarrel go day. You need to share your pain and I share my pain. You share your secret, I share my secret. That's what makes us friends. We share something in common. It's not that I'm the talkative. So when you have that friend that you're always the one doing the talking, every time you do run your mouth, radio without battery, you don't tell her waiting your husband do you. You don't tell her how your husband do you. You don't tell her waiting your husband give you. But she never says anything. Run from such friends. They are enemies. You need to pay attention to these things because friends don't show a lot of people pepper. Some of you have acquired so many enemies and keep them in your house and call them friends. Some of you have acquired spies in the name of friends. So I get friend. Now them don't send you out of your husband's house. Or them don't send you out of your destiny helper hands. So you need to pay attention to these details. Some people just come into your life to monitor you. Some people just come into your life to compete with you. Some people just come into your life to see that thing that is even making you to glow. What these girls have way to they do. Some people just want to have access to you. They don't like you. They just want to be able to say, I know where should they keep her pot. I know where that girl they keep her plate. I know that girl her husband. They just want to have access. They don't care about you. So you need to pay attention to this thing because a lot of friends are going to send you to your early grave. Learn to stay by yourself. What is the true meaning of friendship? I've told you, friendship is when you want to share. Somebody that want to share in your pain. Somebody that want to contribute to your life. Somebody that want to elevate you. Somebody that likes you. Somebody that connects with you. Not somebody that is there to come and compete with you. So you need to be very, very careful when you are choosing these so-called friends. Friendship is not people that go to club with you or people that live around you. Your neighbor must not be your friend, but you can be a friendly neighbor. The difference between friendship, acquaintances, colleagues, neighbors, wakapas, greeting partner, students, colleague, classmates. Stop putting all of them in friends category. Friends are people that know you, people that have shared a lot with you. It's not people that you greet in the morning. I know some of us are lonely and we're looking for people to share with. It's not everybody that you share with. If you've not gotten a true friend, please share with God. Let your secrets remain between you and God. Because if these friends want to show you what pepper, they will show you serious pepper with attaché and atalo. So you need to be extremely careful when you're choosing your friends. So pay attention to this thing that I have shown. These are the major ways to find out that this person is actually your enemy and they don't have any business with being your friend. So be careful while you're making that choice so that you don't go land yourself for basic and too much story. With this viewpoint of mine, I hope I've been able to teach you something. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you know I love you. I'm going to bring you more relationship and marital tip and friendship tip, everything about life as a whole, because I got you and because I love you.